What's up, y'all? It's Shania. You know I'm back with another word. Listen, the word for tonight is that you don't need a sign. You just need to do what God told you to do. See, I would always ask God for a sign. God, is this the job I'm supposed to do? Is this the career I'm supposed to have? Is this the thing that you've called me to do in my life? And one thing I always ask God about my career, about what I'm going to school for. And it seemed like He never wanted me to do it. I'm not going to cap. The thing about it is, He is pushing me into it, but when I ask Him about what is He calling me to do, I always get these visions of serving. I always get these visions of giving to people, and I'm like, what exactly does that mean? Like, how do I serve people already? I volunteer. I do community work. I'm always there for people. Like, serving is my thing. But today I got the revelation, and God already told me this, but sometimes you forget what He's already told you, that you are going to have careers and you're going to have these things that you do, and your passions and all these things. But one thing you're not supposed to do is make gods out of these things. My identity is not in being a dental hygienist. Just like your dental identity is not being a mother or being a nurse or being a lawyer or being a doctor, your identity is not in these things or these titles of life. Your identity is to serve God's children. And that does not mean that you're supposed to quit your job today and go and be a missionary, or quit your job today and be like one of the Jehovah's Witnesses walking up to people's houses. No, that means in whatever you're doing, still give God the glory. In whatever you're doing, give Him the praise. And whatever you're doing, speak to His children. And whatever you're doing, make sure that He is the center of it, not just a part of it, but the center. And that's what I keep asking God, like, oh, for a sign, because I feel like I should be doing more for Him. I feel like I should be giving more to Him. The thing about it is, the only thing that He's asking for us to do is follow His commandments and give to His children no matter what we're doing. That's the thing about it. God says, utilize the passions and utilize the gifts that I've given you. But just make sure that when you're doing that, to serve my kids. That's the only thing I really need y'all to do. I want y'all to go out in the highways and byways and compel people. I need y'all to go out and be good examples of who I am. I need y'all to go out and give and be what I've called you to be. And you can do that while you're a doctor. You can do that while you're a nurse. I literally, my first, the first time I observed a dental hygienist, this lady was a Christian. This was a Caucasian Christian woman. She had Christian music playing. She had her scriptures and quotes all in the room. She had her Bible sitting up on the table. And my thing is, when I saw that, I was like, I can do this. When I saw it, I was like, I can, not the job, but create the atmosphere of God. I can create this atmosphere no matter what I'm doing. I don't have to be subjected to just being like everybody else and just being like the status quo, or just, I've never seen anyone in a dental office profess their love for God that way, or just be that public and bold. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, this is something that I can do. And just the message for you tonight is, we get to asking God, oh, give me a sign that this is the right thing to do. Give me a sign that it's the right thing to do. But you will know that it's the right thing to do if you can glorify God with any. If it doesn't stop you from glorifying God. And again, some of the things that God has put you into will be trying to stop you from glorifying Him. Let's be clear. He sent him to Egypt. He sent Moses to Egypt knowing that the people probably wasn't going to believe what he was saying, knowing that he would have had to go through so much to get them out of there, knowing that it was just so many different things that were coming against him. But for you, again, you have to have the mindset that you're not going to take your eyes off God, no matter how much money you make in, no matter how many distractions that are around you, no matter what temptations that overwhelm comes. You got to have the mindset that my mind is devout to God, and no matter what I'm doing, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for nothing else. I am doing this to serve Him. And if your dream and if your intention is to serve Him, and if your actions and motivation is behind serving Him, you're not doing the wrong thing. If it's self-serving, if it only benefits you, if you are if it's just self-fulfilling, if that is the reason that you're doing or wanting, I'm not just talking about a job, I'm talking about a man, I'm talking about a woman, I'm talking about material things, I'm talking about everything. If it's self-fulfilling, if it's you just wanting some temporary sense of happiness or hope, if it's anything like that, then likely, yeah, you are doing the wrong thing. But if it fulfills God, if it's for his purpose and for his children, if it's to benefit this world and make it a better place, even if you can't change the whole world, but changing your community, whatever, if it's bigger than you, then that's what he told you to do. Period. So I think that we have to get out of the mindset or get out of the energy of, oh my gosh, I just got to do. Everybody not meant to be a missionary. Everybody not meant to quit their jobs and move to Africa and tell everybody the gospel. Listen, if everybody did that, then everybody in Africa would know. If everybody did that, then everybody during Saudi Arabia would know. If everybody quit their job and went over there. That's not everybody's calling a passion. God will tell you what you're calling a passion. But for right now, if you're supposed to be a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, put God at the center of everything that you do. And you're doing his will. God didn't tell people to do specific things. Like when I tell you the three, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were they were three of the wisest men within that tribe or within that community at that time. They knew literature. They were scholars. They knew a whole bunch of information. So that means that they were in school. They were doing all the things they needed to do. They were reading. They were doing everything. They weren't just out here being missionaries and I'm gonna speaking in tongues. They actually knew how to maneuver themselves in the real world. The thing about it is, what was their center? Their center was God. It's not about all the information I know. It's not about all that stuff. I don't need all your food and I don't need all that stuff. Just give me the vegetables. Just give me the simple stuff and I'm cool. And that's what the will of God is. For you to take the simple and make it extraordinary. And feed his people and give faith and hope to his people. That's it. So I love y'all. I hope y'all got something from this. And if you did, type amen. Bye.